Hello everyone, myself Pawan Makwan, Assistant Professor of EC Department at LJ Institute of Engineering Technology. Welcome to the session of Radar and Navigation on PLC. In the last session we have started unit number 4, that is MTI and the Pulse Doppler Radar. First of all, we know that the full form MTI is Moving Target Indicator, which is used to indicate whether a target is moving or not, right? So first of all, we are going to study in today's session what is the objective of MTI, how the velocity is going to determine with the help of pulse radar, then what is MTI and block diagram of MTI, and what we are going to display with the help of MTI, what do we mean by coherent MTI radar, and why we are going to use a master oscillator. For that, why we are going to use a display, and what is the function of relay line cancelling. And last but not least, we are going to study the limitations of MTI and the error MTI. So first, we are going to focus on the moving target indicator. So what are the objectives of MTI? We are first going to determine how this pulse Doppler radar is going to work, and based on that we are able to determine the target velocity, right? So how this MTI will going to determine the target velocity? So first we need to understand how the pulse compression will occur, and based on that we are going to provide the high resolution radar return at the receiver. Right? So, velocity determination for the pulse radar. We know that in the pulse radar, the radar is going to transmit the signal in the form of pulse, and for the specific rest period, the radar waits for the return signal, is the echo signal. Alright? So, the basic pulse radar cannot determine the velocity. Alright? So, the simple radar mode which enable us to calculate the velocity. With the help of MTI, we are going to utilize this a phase shift, and the pulse Doppler radar which utilizes the frequency shift. Alright. So how this phase shift will occur in the MTI and how this frequency shift will occur in the pulse Doppler radar that we are going to study. So first of all, the moving target indicator which measures the change in the phase of which signal? Of echo signal, right? So it is basically determines whether my target is moving or not, alright? So the phase comparator, what is the function of phase comparator? It simply samples the transmit signal and the return signal, right? Apart from that, it also compares the phase, right, of echo signal. If both the signals are in phase, that means it will have a large positive value, and if they are out of phase, that means it has a large negative value. Alright? See, over here total 5 pulses are there, and we are able to identify that our range changes by lambda by 4. That means a quarter of the wavelength. Okay, how? See, from the pulse 1, we can see first the positive spike is there, then negative small spike, and again after some time the positive spike is there. Similarly for phase 2, phase 3. But for the phase 4, positive and negative spike is there, but after the negative spike, we are getting another negative spike. Alright? For the pulse 5, that third negative spike is more negative. Right? So what we are going to do is, based on the number of pulses arrived at the radar, we are going to compare it, and we are going to make a phase difference. What is it? Average phase difference. That means we are going to subtract all the pulse and the common signal, common pulses are going to be removed. That represents, that is the reflected signal from the stationary target, or you can say the fixed target. Alright, it is called the clutter, right? So uncancelled echo is a representation of the moving target. Alright, see over here the last display signal, that display only the moving target. Alright, so for display what we are going to use is, we are going to use a scope. Okay, because the several sweeps are required to register that movement of target on the screen, right? So to produce this butterfly that we have already discussed in the last session, was butterfly effect on the screen due to the simultaneous display of several sweeps. Why? Because we need to indicate whether my target is moving or not. The first option is A scope, and second option is a PPI, that is a plant position indicator, or we can say the pulse position indicator. So basically, we can also opt for second option is a PPI. So for that, the delay line canceller is must. Why? Because a delay line canceller will reduce the effect of echo signal from the stationary target, right? Also, it delays the echo by pulse time. So the present echo will be compared with the previous echo. Why? Because we need to indicate the moving target. Alright? Resultant that we are getting the bipolar signal. So that bipolar signal is going to be converted into the unipolar. Why? Because we need to only indicate whether a moving target is present or not. Okay? So conversion from the bipolar to unipolar is done with the help of full wave rectifier. In full rectifier, diode is there. Alright? And what is the function of the diode? The diode will clips off the negative portion of the signal. It will give only the positive spikes. Alright, you have done already that in the semester 3 subject of electronics and devices circuits. Alright, the different types of rectifier. Now, what is MPI? If we are going to use MPI with a display of PPI, we need to use a delay line canceller. So delay line circuit saves the previous phase evaluation, because this cancellation circuit will subtract a previous phase from the current phase. Okay? So resultant, the echo signal from the stationary target is going to be nullified because both have the same phase. Alright? With the help of comparison, we are able to nullify the echo signal from the stationary target. But the echo signal from the moving target is different. Why? Because its velocity is different, its frequency is different, as well as its phase is different. Right? So by comparing, we are able to identify for each and every pulse I am getting a different frequency, phase, and the velocity. Whether the target is moving towards the radar or moving away from the radar. Alright? So this phase comparison will be written, or we can say it can be displayed on the A scope or the. Now, this is the MDA, block diagram of MDA. The upper portion shows the transmitter and only single antenna is there. So that single antenna will act as transmitter as well as the receiving antenna with the help of duplexer. Okay, so at the time of transmitter, duplexer will connect the switch to the transmitting equipment. At the time of reception, duplexer will connect the switch to the receiving equipment. Alright, after receiving the echo signal, the phase comparison is done. Okay, and whatever the phase difference is there, it is going to be applied to the mixture. Alright, so identify whether there is an in-phase signal or the out-of-phase signal. Alright, so the output is equals to written into phase. Alright, so the more common MTI radar uses a power amplifier. How? We are going to understand that concept with the help of block diagram of coherent MTI radar. This is the block diagram in which you are able to identify that the power amplifier is there, and the first block is a duplexer. As I have told you earlier, to use a single antenna for transmission as well as for the reception, we are going to use the duplexer block. Alright? And if we are going to transmit the signal in the form of pulse, so pulse modulator is used. Okay? So the upper portion that we can identify is the transmitter, and the below portion after duplexer, okay, mixture, IM amplifier, filter, overall oscillator, this mixture and stereo, right? So all these are the components of receiver. Alright.